now than I did then. Obviously, I scored a lot, but after that game, I wasn't really happy with myself. I think there was a lot of things we could have done better in that game, and I'm just, happy that we got the win. And this feels a million times better than that. The stats don't mean that much if it's not on the left side of the column.
How big was CJ's three?
It was huge. In transition, I set a flare for him. He shoots it confidently. Every time he shoots the ball, I think it's going in. And I'm just really proud of him. And, he's a guy that's been taking big shots for us all year. He had a huge one against Texas Tech early in the year. He's that type of guy. And, even Ryan Kriener's three was huge as well. I'm just proud of those guys. And, it gives me a lot of confidence that we have multiple guys that will step up in there and, take the biggest shots.
CJ said he felt like it was a broken play. But in his mind, he's also thinking somebody's going to come and set that flare screen.
Yeah.
You guys kind of have that. It's almost like you don't even have to tell each other.
No, 100%. That's our motion game. That's what's been, taught to me. I never set a flare screen before I got here, ever in my life. So, now, working on this offense that coaches taught us, I've just gotten a lot better at screening and getting my guys open because in return, that's going to give me a lot more open. And, I saw it in transition. I saw the opportunity, and, he read me and I read him, and, I set a flare screen and he was able to get an open shot.
What worked well for you guys tonight with the big lineup?
I think, Ryan Kriener was just tremendous. I think, Connor rebounded the ball well. I think, we have a lot of guys who can score the ball, and I think we showed that tonight. Everybody was just clicking offensively and moving the ball and getting it inside. And I think in the beginning when they came out, kind of had that first punch, I think we weren't moving enough. I was catching the ball out to 15, and guys weren't really moving and, making it hard on them because, when I'm trying to get on my moving there, I need a little bit more space. So I think in the second half, we did a much better job of that moving, and that's what got us more open shots and was able to, help us score the ball.
Thanks, Luka.
So it's not going to be on one guy. We're a team. We got a lot of threats. When Luka and Ryan are getting going inside, CJ and I are scoring on the outside. We're going to be pretty tough to beat.
What's your argument for Luka being one of the best players in the country? We heard Coach Howard say that, and obviously with the experience he has in the league and NCAA, saying that Luka was one of the best players in the country. As a teammate, how do you lobby for him?
I think he is the best player in the country. 20 and 10 throughout the whole season thus far. It's pretty darn impressive. But he's not only scoring inside, he's hitting the mid-range. He's stepping out, ripping and driving, popping out to three. When teams are coming to double him, he's looking to kick out. So he just draws so much attention that not only is he getting, his points, his rebounds, he's creating for others as well.
Sure.
That looked like it was fun. Was it?
Yeah. Any home win against a ranked team is going to be fun. So we're excited to get this one.
Is that just the kind of opponent, the kind of personnel that you guys kind of bring out the best in each other?
Yeah, they were talking a little bit. Kind of got it us going. We got CJ going for sure a little bit.
Well, how so?
When they're talking to you, you just kind of get going back and forth. It creates that energy within yourself that like you want to take them, you want to score on them, you want to stop them defensively, just different things like that, I guess.
Even late game, just knowing, especially in the Big Ten, every game counts. Both teams were just laying it all out there, back and forth. Everyone's making shots. But yeah, I definitely had a big time feel, a big time game, and it was just a lot of fun to play in it.
How important is it to get these home wins after what we've seen on the road in this league?
It's huge. As you guys know, it just seems like everyone's winning at home, and if you don't win at home, you're probably going to be in trouble. So winning these home games is huge for us. But the good teams in the Big Ten are going to win the ones on the road too. So we gotta be mentally focused on the road. It's the same we are here.
Thanks so much.
Yeah,
I
thank
know
you.
you probably talked about the shot, the three-pointer that kind of got you guys going. What was the play, and kind of what did you see there? Was it something that you had seen earlier that was available?
It was kind of it almost felt like a broken play. You know, I was dribbling the ball at top. I couldn't really get anything. But I passed the ball to Joe on the top of the key, and I saw, I forget who was guarding me. It might have been Xavier Simpson or one of the guards. His head was turned, and I was hoping it was either Luka or Ryan would set a flare screen there because he wasn't looking, and sure enough they did, and I was able to get a wide open look. So whoever set that screen, a lot of the credit goes there, but that was just a read. And it worked out.
How do you, I guess, how do you explain it? You know, Coach was really kind of down about you and your foot injury, and you know, we were all wondering when you'd come back. It seems like you haven't missed a beat.
Yeah, I mean, I just tried to stay really positive during the whole thing. You know, there was a lot of uncertainty, but you know, I progressively just kept feeling better, and I just kept telling myself, you know, come in every day with a great attitude. I would never let myself just sit there. You know, I would try to do something with it. I was on the bike, icing, doing stem work, and then after that Northwestern game, I really just tried to get as much shots as I could have in practice and after practice. So that repetition helped because I really didn't do much prior to Northwestern. So getting a full 2 days of practice before this game was huge for me.
Thanks, JJ.
I tweeted beast mode. How'd that run in the first half feel?
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I kind of was joking in the locker room afterwards. I felt like Luka. I thought I was going to get 40.
How much did you guys feed off the energy in the crowd? You were, I think, down 7 in the second half, a couple shots, and then it seemed like it kind of willed you there.
Yeah, it was just a couple bang bang plays, 2 big threes. You know, CJ hit the one, and we were looking at the scoreboard. I was like, wow. It seemed like a big deficit, but it was really just 2 possessions. And you know, just credit to the guys, kept fighting. You know, and when we came in the timeout about the 800 media timeout, we were talking, you know, down 4, it's time to make the run. You know, we do that kind of stuff all summer situations, segments like that. And so it's just time to execute what we've been practicing.
Big lineup worked really well for you guys tonight. What worked well?
Well, we liked the matchups we had early with the big lineup. That's why we went to our fist continuity. You know, our role replace, get me and Luka both involved in screening and rolling and putting both their big guys because they had matched to us after you know, we got their little ones in foul trouble. So they had a match to us. We felt more comfortable with our bigs, our 2 bigs and their 2 bigs, and it worked out for us.
But you guys really fed off with fans tonight. Just talking about the
Yeah, man. Fans were great tonight. Shout out to everyone who came and Pat Carver, even with the snowstorm, with the blizzard. You know, it's not easy. You know, come and risk it on the roads, and just gotta, you know, say thank you to all the fans that showed up.
I think that it's gonna just Big Ten play. You know, that every team being so physical, you need to get in there and mix it up. Guards need to rebound because those bigs are fighting, and you know those guards, their guards have to get back. Otherwise, we're gonna run in transition. So somebody's got to get in there and clean them up. I was playing the 4, so I mean, I usually, like, when I've played the 4, I'm sure my rebounding numbers are up because that's when I get to crash the offensive glass as well. So I've usually had a decent number of offensive rebounds too, and that kind of leads into the total. But you know, just trying to stay aggressive on the glass, and I mean, rebounding, finishing off possessions is so big. Like, you can't give teams like Michigan second shots. You just can't. You're not going to win. So.
You surprised when you saw 13 rebounds?
I was. I didn't know that I had it. He said it in postgame, and I was a little bit surprised. I knew I had a lot. My guess was like 8, 9, something like that. But you know, 13. You know, that caught my eye. With the assists, I mean, I just tried to play all around solid game. A little pissed at my 2 turnovers.